hello. First, let me turn off these fans because I think they're really loud. I can reach it. Okay. So I completely forgot to do my video yesterday. I feel really crappy about that, especially after coming on camera and saying I was going to get better with that and make that like a better part of my routine. I slept in pretty late today, hence why my hair looks so crazy white. And I have on this huge moo thing. That's what my husband calls it anyway. It's just this really big, like, comfortable, like, thing. I know like old ladies wear it apparently, but it's really quite comfortable. Let me try to adjust this a bit. There we go. Yeah, I think it's really quite comfortable. It's just really easy to wear it around the house and, you know, not have to be fully dressed, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've been trying to get better with like my background. Like, I know it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm doing like YouTube videos like, okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to do this makeup tutorial or, you know, product reviews or anything like that. But I don't like when my background looks really messy. But realistically, it's not even that we're overly messy. It's just I have a lot of stuff and not everything has a place. Or I have a lot of stuff and I use things pretty often. So I'll end up like leaving things out because I use it every day, multiple times a day. So for instance, like I can make my own body butter. So like if I make body butter, like it's just gonna be sitting out like on my dresser because I use that often. Or like my essential oils, I use that often. Or like there might be a roll of toilet paper because, you know, I have allergies and I might need to blow my nose or wipe my eyes or something like that. Water bottle might be sitting around, you know, things like that. And sometimes there's like clothes like in the corner is a massive bag of laundry that I really need to fold. So I'll be doing that today. It hasn't been sitting there too long, just since last night. So I will be doing that today, later today. So I, slept in pretty late today, and then I got up and cleaned, did some light tidying up. I've been feeling really sluggish the last few days, like just really unmotivated, just unproductive. It's hasn't been very fun. I know it has a lot to do with what I talked about in my last video. I'm not really stressing over school or anything anymore, but I just, while I have all this time on my hands, I also am not motivated to do anything. So it's a bit frustrating, but today I decided I'm going to give myself an activity, something that I know I will end up doing for a long time to keep myself busy. So I think today, selfie sticks are really weird. I think today what I'm going to do is going to play some No Man's Sky. I haven't played since before I went out of town, and I think that's because I know that once I sit down to play it, I'm going to get like super enthralled in it. And I don't know. I know No Man's Sky is one of those games where not everyone is going to be like on the same level, doing the same thing. But I get like low key jealous when like I see my husband playing and he has like everything, like this super big ship and it's super pretty and he's got like the really nice base and all these different blueprints and stuff like that. And it's like, I want those things, but I would only have those things if I actually put in the time that he did playing the game. So I need to get it together and actually do that. So anyway, I decided I was going to do that today. I got up and I did some cleaning, made myself some coffee, which is absolutely delicious. It's so yummy. It's funny because with coffee, I've always had the mindset of it doesn't matter the coffee as long as the creamer is good. but I've completely changed the way I look at that, because I don't think that's true. I I'm very cheap. I've said that many times. Like if there's something I know I like, I'm willing to spend the money for it. But it's hard for me to spend a lot of money on something, and I don't know how I'm gonna like it. But if you're gonna try something, you have to do it at least once just to see if you like it or not. I think it's better to spend a little bit more for a maybe than to spend money on a maybe, you don't like it, and continue spending that money for something you don't like, obviously. So, like last week when I was out, the only people who drink coffee in the house is Kari and I, and I we needed more coffee, so I decided to try a new coffee that was a pretty penny. Um, I usually would just get like just I don't know, regular coffee. Sometimes I even get like the store brand coffee, and then I'll just get like a really good creamer that I like. My favorite creamer is coconut creamer, but I also like vanilla caramel creamer, and I'm not really picky with creamers. I just have a couple of favorites that I typically pick up. Um, but then I've been doing this whole trying to do like the non-dairy thing, and my local stores, for whatever reason, I have not been able to find non-dairy creamer. It's so weird. Even like the powdered creamer is dairy, and I hate powdered creamer personally. Um, okay, I shouldn't say I hate. I prefer not to use powdered creamer. So I was just like, well, I just want to get the creamer that I want to get. So I ended up getting like vanilla caramel creamer, and I got a coffee. I don't even remember the name of it, but it is a vanilla nut roast, and it is absolutely delicious. I like my coffee really strong, and it just has such a nice taste, and it's so good that I barely need any creamer in it. I don't use sugar in my coffee. I never have. I usually just put a little bit of creamer, and that's usually good. But this coffee is so good. Like I just eat literally a drop of creamer. Like it's just so good. Um, anyway, this is not a coffee video. So anyway, yeah, I decided after I did my cleaning that I don't want to say it's going to be a lazy day for me because technically every day is a lazy day after I do my duties, but I just decided that instead of like trying to find a show to watch like I usually do, I wanted to do something where I interacted with it, something where I'm using my hands, I'm doing something and not just watching something. So yeah, so I made myself some coffee, and I have my little Velveeta biscuits here that are pretty yummy. And I'm just gonna sit and play No Man's Sky. I look like I just woke up. I kind of did a little bit like an hour ago, but I think it's just really bright outside. I'm like right in front of my window. Also, because I'm like right in front of my window and I woke up not too long ago, I have a bare face, and I'm really self conscious about that. I don't think I have the worst skin ever, but I am constantly working to make my skin better. Um, I'm really weird. I'm really hard on myself. I was actually talking about this the other day with my husband and my sister. I'm really hard on myself, like as far as appearance goes. Like even with like my hair color, like when I did it, it didn't come out the way that I wanted it to come out, and that frustrated me because I feel like I have the same color that I did when I colored my hair last year. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Um, I was like, oh, I don't really like it. It's not what I wanted, but I guess it goes. It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna like be upset about it, you know. When it comes to like my face, like I don't like wearing a lot of makeup. Like every now and then, if I'm going out somewhere, I might put on a tad bit of foundation. I might put on a little mascara and a little eyeliner. I don't really like wearing a lot of makeup. Oh, and blush. I like blush. But even like lately, like I don't wear any makeup at all lately. But like if I am going out, what I've done is I've taken my I had like 3 bottles of liquid foundation, and they had just been sitting there because I don't go out nearly as much as I used to. So I ended up buying like this Pond's face moisturizer, and I ended up making like my own tinted moisturizer with the foundation because I wanted to wear that. I wanted to wear less makeup that much, you know? But I also didn't want to waste the makeup that I had. So like if it's like a special occasion, and I'm going out or gonna be like in the public for a long time or something, or going to an event, I might put on like a tinted moisturizer. But my goal is to get to the point where I feel as though my face looks the way that it would if I did put on foundation or a tinted moisturizer. Um, so yeah, I think my skin is a lot better than it used to be. But I still have my problem areas in my opinion. Like I think I have like some darkness around my mouth that I don't really like. A few like blemishes like on my cheeks. And like I don't know if it's even noticeable on camera, but since I was a little girl, I've had like this dot here on my nose that came from when I had chicken pox. And for people who have had chicken pox before, well, most time, I think for most people, you have that one mark that doesn't go away. Mine just happened to be right in the middle of my face. So I used to get teased about that a lot, like, oh, you got the dark mark on your nose, because it was so prominent. But I think because over the years taking care of my skin, it's faded a lot. Um, but yeah, so I think that, what am I saying? Oh, I'm trying not to be as hard on myself, but at the same time, work towards my goal. So the goal is for me to have what I feel like is the best skin I've ever had. And technically, right now, I have the best skin that I've ever had. Like, I didn't realize until I looked at pictures from years ago, but I had pretty bad acne for a while as a teenager. Like, I never thought I had bad acne, but compared to now, it's like I very rarely ever get a pimple. Every blue moon I'll get a pimple and just like, ah, it's a pimple. But I don't really get acne. I don't really get pimples or anything. My problem was because I had bad acne as a teenager. And I used to pick at my pimples like most people do, which is really bad. Don't do that. I had to deal with the hyperpigmentation. And that's kind of what I'm dealing with now, but it's a lot better. Um, but yeah, I think another area that I'm a little weird about is like right around my eyes. Like sometimes I feel like I have raccoon eyes. Um, and I get bags, and my cheeks are huge. You can actually see the lines right there and right there. I just have really big cheeks, and I feel like I always look pregnant in the face. I have a wide, well, I feel like I have a wide nose. I'm being hard on myself again. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna play some No Man's Sky and just kind of chill out today and make some dinner later and yeah, just kind of relax. Try not to think too hard today. So that is my video for today.